to apply nails, pre-colored in 7 luscious hues. Just...
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep. They are dismantling the sleeping middle class. More and more people are becoming poor. We are their cattle. We are being bred for slavery. The revolution.
Good evening. People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people.
Little technical troubles, ladies and gentlemen. All part of live television.
There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
You have served on the board of the Council on Foreign Relations. You helped start the Trilateral Commission, and you've been to the Bilderberger groups.
We expect every American to support our military, and if they can't do that, to shut up.
As a result of fluoridation, our children will be healthier and happier.
They've got you running in circles, 9 to 5, then 5 to 9. You're mine. I tell you what they want you to know. I tell you what they want you to know. And you consider it the truth. I tell you what they want you to know. And you consider it the truth.
We can find meaning and reward by serving some higher purpose than ourselves. A shining purpose, the illumination of 1,000 points of light.
Good morning. Is it your wake-up call?
What the hell? Lone White Rabbit.
Try to bypass the rational side of man, try to bypass the rational side of man and to appeal directly to these unconscious forces below the surface.
I'm a happy consumer.
This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world.
One can never watch enough television.
I'm a happy consumer.
This tube can make or break presidents.
Catapult the propaganda. We hope you depend on us for the truth.
You can implant a new idea in his head. You can implant a new idea in his head.
from a genetically altered animal.
Which GMO foods can poison you.
Of genetically modified animals being raised for consumption.
Our society is run by insane people.
Which GMO foods can poison you.
Stabilizing world population.
See how camels agree with your throat.
We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ.
The government had the right under U.S. law to conduct secret testing on the American public.
And it's a movie we're all living in.
Kangaroos poisoned by fluoride.
Let's make sure we're clear on this. Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste, but it's actually a poison, right?
It sure is, and here's the quickest evidence. Go to your bathroom and pick up your toothpaste, and you'll see a warning that if a child swallows more than a pea-sized amount of toothpaste, call poison control.
It says drug facts. I know it's a drug. If I were to give it to you, it'd have to be a prescription.
We hope you depend on us for the truth.
Public murder on a grand scale. It is a public crime. It would be to put fluoride in the drinking water of people.
We've got to stabilize the population.
Think of it as a conspiracy theory true or false test. A, when George W. Bush started his first oil company, who helped fund it? Osama bin Laden's brother and brother-in-law. True or false? B, after a terrorist bomb at a barracks in Saudi Arabia killed 19 Americans, who got the multi-million-dollar contract to rebuild? The bin Ladens. True or false? C, on the morning of September 11th, 2001, who was in a meeting at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Washington? George Bush Sr. and Osama bin Laden's brother. True or false? Actually, the answer could be D, all of the above. Because believe it or not, as far-fetched as they sound, each and every one of those things, the bin Laden link to the Bush Oil Company, the bin Laden construction contract after the terrorist bomb, and the bin Laden-Bush meeting on 9/11, is true.
Sodium fluoride has been used for years for rat poison.
A chemical dumbing down of society.
More doctors smoke camels than any
The
other
first known
cigarette.
time that fluoride was put into water supplies was in the Nazi concentration camps to keep the people docile.
Stabilizing world population.
Our society is run by insane people.
Weapons, weapons of mass destruction, chemical weapons, weapons of mass destruction. Dangerous weapons, even more dangerous weapons. Biological weapons, chemical agents, chemical weapons.
And it is our duty as loyal Americans to shut up once the fighting begins.
A catapult of propaganda.
Our society is run by insane people.
A major ruling today from the nation's highest court that blocks people from suing when childhood vaccines cause harmful side effects.
The CIA has given Noriega over the years $200,000 a year.
Terrorist attacks, terrorist group, terrorists, terrorist, terror, terror, terrorist, terrorist, terrorists, instruments of terror, terror network, terror cells, terrorists, terrorizing terror and murder.
We are told we are fighting terrorists. The real terrorist was me.
We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Weapons. Terrible weapons. Nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapons.
Poison gas. Torture chambers. Mass graves.
By the military-industrial complex.
The CIA has the authority to execute without charge, without trial, without jury, without judge, without appeal, American citizens that it considers dangerous.
The military can detain American citizens without trial.
That American citizens can indeed be assassinated at our government's discretion.
Our society is run by insane people.
We hope you depend on us for the truth.
I will tell you, Director Deutsch, as a former Los Angeles police narcotics detective, that the agency has dealt drugs throughout this country for a long time.
By the military-industrial complex.
The real terrorist was me.
By the military-industrial complex.
We're working for the CIA's army. We're responsible for bringing all that cocaine into Los Angeles that sparked the crack epidemic.
Biological or chemical weapon, instruments of terror, the instruments of mass death, weapons of mass destruction, nuclear weapon, nuclear weapon, the nuclear weapon, nuclear weapons, the nuclear weapon, bomb, nuclear weapons, nuclear program, nuclear weapons program, nuclear scientists, nuclear holy warriors, nuclear program and nuclear weapons, nuclear weapon, nuclear technology, biological, or chemical, or a nuclear weapon.
The real terrorist was me.
Terror.
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 War on terrorism.
War against terrorism.
Global war on terror.
Global terror. It will tell you that the FBI, has foiled about 17 plots to kill Americans during the past 10 years. They were planned, plotted, controlled, and carried out by the federal government itself.
Now, we understand what you're saying. A ton of cocaine was smuggled into the United States of America by the Venezuelan National Guard?
Well,
in cooperation with the CIA?
That's exactly what appears to have happened.
The CIA has given Noriega over the years $200,000 a year.
By the federal government itself.
A catapult to propaganda.
Our society is run by insane people.
The real value of a conflict, the true value, is in the debt that it creates. You control the debt, you control everything.
By the military-industrial complex.
The very essence of the banking industry. To make us all, whether we be nations or individuals, slaves to debt. Slaves to debt.
Create a war just to get more money, to charge more interest, and send your babies to die for bullshit!
Well, the Federal Reserve is an independent agency, it's an independent agency, it's an independent agency. And that means basically that there is no other agency of government which can overrule actions that we take.
The system has made each one of you a corporation.
They own you.
That your birth certificate is a security on the stock exchange.
And in 1933, the Federal Reserve private bank says, okay, USA, what are you going to pledge as collateral on the debt you owe me? What happened by 1936? Does anybody know? We instituted Social Security system, and you and I and our children and our children's children were pledged as collateral on the debt of our government to the Federal Reserve. And that's where we're at today.
I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole?
You could say that.
I can see it in your eyes. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate, Neil?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me.